Hey, everybody. How's it going? I hope y'all can actually hear me. Okay, so my name is Alexander23Z. I've been, working hard in my Lego studio. Some of y'all know me from Instagram and from all over the place. I've been, back and forth on the channels, and I wanted to try and see how this stream goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, my name's Alex for short. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Oh, okay. So, like I said, name is Alex. I've been a Lego builder for as long as I've been a kid. My mom and dad got me my first Lego sets when I was really little. I can't even remember when, and I've always enjoyed Lego. So I decided to go further than that after, witnessing Lego Master Season 1, and it really opened my eyes to how Lego can be used as an art medium. So, with that being said, I'm going to dive right into the set I'm working on. This is the set Lego Ninjago's Lego set number 71741 on Lego Ninjago City Gardens. This is my favorite set that's ever come out in the Ninjago series. This is my third one, so I'm building it right now from scratch. I hope that this build and everything will actually get better with each live. I know the first live is always the worst one. At least I'm not going to say the statement of, is my mic working? I hope it works. I hope it actually records everything. I'm not sure. But so with that, we're going to get started. I hope everybody's doing all right wherever you're at, whether it's here in the US or wherever you're at. So I'm right now, this is the set it'll look like once it's finished. I'm on book 2 right now, so really, really excited and looking forward to getting some stuff done today. I hope that the lives will get better than this one. I know this one's going to be, like I said, a rough one, but we'll get through it together. I always tell people. I'm going to start on bags 11. I'm actually going to go sit down on the floor, or the piece of the completed set on the floor. And let me look at the book so I can see where I'm at. Okay. Cool. So this thing is actually showing me that bags 11 and 12 are actually going to be where you're building these two buildings on the upper second tier. I've already built the whole first tier, and I'm working on the second now. So we're going to get started and get going. I probably said about 30 times, and I apologize about that. I miss my old friend Adshot. He was a really, really good streamer I used to watch all the time. And yes, I'll have to get a better video camera and sound mic over time. That'll be one of the work progression things I do. But as I tell everybody, one step at a time. I hope y'all are all doing all right tonight. It's actually nice in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina. I live in the sticks of nowhere land. Yeah, I'll clean up all these bags after I'm done tonight with the live. Okay, let's get going. So the first thing they're going to have me working on is the ice cream guy. Yeah, I adored this set. This is like, I always tell everybody you can't beat a better set than this one. The parts per dollars and everything. I mean, I think it's $350 now for almost 6,000 pieces. So I mean, you can't beat that with a stick, no matter how hard you try. Ice cream scooper. Do 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 do. Hold on a second. Yeah, and I apologize for my shirt. I didn't really pick it out for my very first live, but it's kind of hot up here, so I'm gonna wear just my t-shirt right now. T-shirt and PJs. Oh, let me crack open my good old soda, and we will begin this journey together. So that's the ice cream guy. He's a pretty cool little person. And all right, done with the first 3 pages of the book. I apologize about all the scraping and scratching already. But as Lego A-Falls know, it's just part of the nightmare. We'll move some of these big pieces out of the way. I'm trying to look for a navy blue. Oh, oops. Already making mistakes, y'all. Give me 1 second. I got to get a clicky. Get one out of my fish bowl. That's bad. I hadn't even done this set for more than a couple steps. I've already made a mistake. That's not a good. Okay. Probably just my nerves. So I'll talk about myself a little bit while we're going through this live. So when I first got into serious Lego, like really got back into it, was when my wife introduced me into the wonders of Lego Master Season 1. And that was when I started watching Boone Builds, which was Boone Langston and his channel before he went off to billing to become an artist himself, or like a paid one, I guess you could say. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, I watched Boone Builds, and then as time progressed, I got to meet amazing A-Falls over time, like Moto. Moto was one of the people that taught me etiquette. I was so wide open, I wouldn't stop talking, so he had to pull me aside and say, "Hey, man, you gotta cut it back a little bit, turn it down a notch." I was like, "Okay, you're good." And I'm glad that he was nice and willing to be patient with me, because I know not all A-Falls are easy to get along with. I've always tried. But yeah, Moto was an amazing guy. This was like right around the time when his wolf head started really pushing. And I was really, really honored to get the privilege of getting to know him as an artist, and then knowing Boone over time. Then I got to Then I got introduced into bricks, which Flynn and Richard uh, ran, or they still run. I'm sorry, and they were fantastic people. I love their community because their community is so diverse, and they're able to, be able to all connect in some shape or form. And it's a very open and caring environment. Everybody loves one another. Nobody is rude to one another. It's an environment that I think we all need more of, honestly, when it boils down to it. Because I think we all know that the Lego community can sometimes be a little bit mean. Um, and I was very scared when I first joined as an artist because I really wasn't sure how I was going to be perceived in the community. Um, because not everybody is accepted in our Lego community. Some people get turned down and treated really badly, and then a lot of people walk away. I've met a lot of AFOLs in my couple of years of doing these lives and stuff. I wish I had done more when I was, funny to say, a younger AFOL, but I was not mentally prepared for that kind of, you know, I just don't think I was really ready for it yet at the time. I kept telling myself, and I put it off, and I watched my friends like Brickanista. If you don't watch her, go to her YouTube channel, Brickanista um, Broadcasting Network. She's an amazing Lego artist, and she became a really good friend of mine through Tricky Bricks. I gained a lot of friends through Tricky Bricks. I always tell people, if it hadn't been for Tricky Bricks, I wouldn't have gone as far as I have now. Um, I watched like every live of Tricky Bricks. Like I was so obsessed with them when they first came out. I try to keep up with them. They don't do as many lives as they used to. Like when they first came out, man, they were balls to the walls. Like that's the only term I can use, balls to the walls, because on a serious note, they were wide open. I don't know how Flynn kept going as hard as he did for as long as he did, because he went YouTube, Twitch, and if there was a way to get his feet wet in the media, he did it, and I commend him for that. I didn't have the fortitude, or whatever word you want to say, to push as hard as he did, and yeah, so after a time of Tricky Bricks, then I kind of stepped away for a while. I had a lot of personal family stuff happen. Um, let's see, my dad got cancer, and his health went downhill. And y'all don't have to apologize. I always tell people, and there's no need to apologize or be sorry about it. It's just that's part of life, as I tell people. Um, yeah, is in the years that I did Lego as an AFOL were the years that my dad was going downhill sick, and Lego really helped keep my mind off of the pain of losing my dad day by day, and it was a oh my goodness, I messed up again, y'all. So yeah, this is the reason why I say read the manual. Okay. At least I'm making baby mistakes. I'm not like tearing the set all to a million pieces or nothing wild like that. I just where's that plate? Oh, there's one. Minifig plate, or stand as I call it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think that's correct now. Yep. So where was I at? Oh, yeah. So my dad got sick. I was working at a little general store, you know, pushing brooms, not really knowing what I was capable of as an artist. And then as time progressed, I began to realize that I wanted more than just to be just, another guy building sets and stuff. And hey, I don't know who was there. Hold on. Let me see. I hope y'all are doing all right tonight. Hey, I hope whoever's watching is having a good time so far. Like I said, I was talking about how I came to be into the Lego community. As I'd said, oh, you left. Be all right. So after my dad got sicker and sicker, and then my workplace became a very poisonous environment, and the people above me didn't really care. And then my dad passed away, and they still didn't care. They were really disrespectful, and I ended up leaving. I actually walked. I walked out. I didn't think I'd ever do such a thing in my time of working in a company, but yeah, I remember I called my district manager, and I just told him, I said, that I told them that I was fed up and tired of being treated like a tool, and I just left to start my journey somewhere else. And then after that, I had to deal with a lot more crazy family mess. But I won't go all into that. I mean, no point. Oh, my back. But yeah, I'm glad though that I stepped away from that company, because it wasn't for me. And I had lost my dad, and it was a really bad, devastating blow for me. So I just decided I needed to step away. Okay, good. I was about to say, I was looking at this thing. I'm like, man, don't tell me I messed up again. So, yeah. Then after that, I kind of dropped off the radar Lego wise for a good little while, and then now I have reemerged. I'm just grateful that I hung in there, because I had really good Lego support. I had people like my friend Lauren and a bunch of other amazing people that were really understanding, and they understood, what it was like to go through what I went through to some degree. And they always reminded me that I was never alone. That was a big thing for me, because there were a lot of days that I truly felt like I was in a chasm and nobody understood what it felt like. But I'm glad people kept me grounded to the earth, so to speak, so I didn't just float away. Because sometimes when you go through grief, you end up really losing objectivity of everything around you. And I was very grateful to have that support. So, okay, that's done. That's done. Okay, we're on page 10 now, on step 376. And okay, let's get this piece. And I apologize, y'all, like I said, about this first video. I just thought that, my first one, I would really dedicate some time to talk about myself and allow y'all as the viewers to get to know me as a person, not only as an artist, because this is kind of like my private place, so to speak. I'm really big. I love Instagram a lot, and I didn't really like how Instagram was really going because you had to do reels and do this, and I just felt like people stopped being artists, and it really hurt my feelings because like it felt like you couldn't be an artist anymore unless you sold yourself out to do reels to make people laugh. It felt like you were throwing peanuts at the chimps at the zoo. Like that's about how it felt like. And I wanted to become an accomplished artist that people would really respect and admire, and it just became a zoo. And then I don't know, but at first I will say I was not really planning on becoming a set reviewer person. I really told myself I was not going to do this, but I think I'd be actually really good at it because I enjoy doing sets. I enjoy building them, and I enjoy giving people intuitive information about the sets and all the things that I admire about the set itself. I try not to spoil everything for the artists. Um, One of the people that got me actually rolling, so to speak, with my passion for becoming a live person was actually my friend Brickanista. She's done Twitch and YouTube and bounced back and forth, and you know I know she had some times where a lot of people didn't really watch her following and stuff. You know, my friend she was like I call her she was like she was in the underdog class where just a lot of people kind of passed over her, and it's a shame because the fact that she truly is an epic artist, and I felt like it just I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people out there that don't really get the credit that they deserve. Um, so I always tried to watch her lives and, join them. And I know not every time I said anything. There was a lot of times I lurked, but I just, I try to help support my friends and support, other artists as they're trying to make their dreams a reality. And, I think that's what's important, as us as a community, because like that's one thing that I've noticed sometimes is that people people forget where they come from and who helped them become who they are. And that's something that I see a lot in the community is that, I don't know. I try to be better than that. I try to never dismiss people. I really try not to blow people off or if you ask me a question, I will try to take time out of my day and answer you. I may not be instantaneous. I try not to be that 3 year later mentality either. Um I just ooh, doo, doo, doo. I just want people to treat me as if I wanted to be treated, how I want to be treated. I try to do the golden rule. I feel like the golden rule sometimes got thrown out the window when we were growing up. And yeah, I gotta say I give my hat off to people like Brickanista and Debo and a lot of Debo Bricks and just there's so many. I can't even begin to name them all. I mean, there were just so many people, and then people like Jody and Annabelle and them that I got to meet later on in the Instagram community. Ben from Instagram, like there's just so many people that really helped inspire me to do this. Like if it weren't for y'all or for them, I wouldn't be here. I'd be still sitting thinking about what if. I got tired of saying what if and finally decided to bite the bullet, which I'm glad I finally did, to try to see what I could actually be capable of. There's too many people out there that always say the what if, and they never do it. And it's a shame. I know a lot of really, really amazing people that could have gone so far, and then it's like they fizzled out before they even began. It's like, I don't know. I hate it because there's just way too. It's just way too much um, possibilities for people. It's the one thing I love about the world we live in now is that it's not like it used to be where everything was closed door. Like now, there's opportunities for everybody and anywhere, not just in Lego building art or being a reviewer or whatever. There's people that are doing stop motion, stop animation. There's people that it's just so much out there now. And that's why I tell people, the only thing holding you back is you starting. A lot of times, the only person holding you back is yourself. That's something I wish I could have told myself now. Um, and yeah, I'm really lucky because my loving wife, the laptop that I'm on right now, uh, the the laptop I'm on right now, my wife was so nice enough to get it for me or get it for us because she knew that I wanted to become a streamer and she knew that I had a passion to want to do something, not just sit back and watch everybody else have an amazing time. And I had to sit there and just, I don't know, it'll eat you alive if you're not careful. I tell y'all, like, I want y'all to know these navy blue bricks on top of each other is hard for a colorblind man. Oh my God. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I know why. I mean, everybody's like, well, Alex, you could get glasses. And I'm like, no, I don't want glasses. If I use glasses, then I feel like my art would change and then it wouldn't be me anymore. My art, sometimes being off in color, represents who I am as a person. I know people don't understand that, but the imperfections are what create the amazing things that y'all get to see. I mean, yeah, just so you know that I am partially colorblind. I can't see any of the red, red, yellow, lime green. All that's gray to me. So, I've always, that's part of the reason why I loved being an artist was because when I learned about Vincent van Gogh growing up, I mean, it all struck me. It got me like really emotional, dim feels because, you know, uh, Vincent van Gogh went through like what I went through, where he became colorblind throughout his career in art, and he was just a very. I always considered that he was a very misunderstood artist. He suffered from a lot of depression and things like that, and people really didn't recognize the greatness that he had. I mean, shoot, he used to like do great pieces of work just so he could pay for his room and drink. I mean, he wasn't like Mozart where he was filthy dirty rich. I mean, he just, and I guess that's the thing that really just made me admire him even more was because he was just such a phenomenal human being. He had his issues and stuff, but that's what makes us for who we are is the little quirks. Like me being partially colorblind gives me the ability to see things in a different outlook or a different view than most other people get to see in things. Um, I know that. I know that. When I first started. Oh, hey Remy. I'm on bag 11 right now. Are you still here? Man, Remy, I'm so glad you came in here because, like, I was sitting here talking to myself for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, nobody's gonna join me. No, I'm just joking. Hey, look, Debo told me that your first live, nobody's gonna watch. More than likely, I pushed. I know I put my stream at the last minute drop, but I was just so excited to finally sit down and have that mindset of let's do this. Like that was like it was just the thing, and I just decided, well, let's pull the trigger and do it. Um, the next live I'll be doing, yep. Um, the next live will probably be tomorrow night. I'm gonna start to regulate it and start putting a schedule up for people so they can begin to keep up to date with me because I got so many sets that I really want to build and review. And I haven't built them because I wanted to save them for y'all so y'all could sit and watch with me as I do this. And I've been sitting here, Remy, talking about where I came to be, man. Like, we talked about tricky bricks and moto and boom builds, and man, I've been all over the place. ADHD, hardcore. But yeah, I was telling the community about like, where if it hadn't been for you can hear me good, right? I just wanted to make sure because like I didn't do a test for the sound and everything, and I didn't want to do a live and then find out the whole live was muted or something. I wouldn't cry, but I would just be like, or bruh. That's probably what I would have said, bruh. Now I will say over time I'm gonna start to get some sound effects and stuff so I can do memes and stuff on my channel. Like what I just did, the like the bruh and things like that. My buddy Adshot, he used to do funny stuff. Like he had me cracking up so bad. One of my favorite things he always did was when you joined his channel, he would always put the Obi-Wan from the second movie where he's like, "Hello there." Like no, it's the third one. I'm sorry, I forgot because it isn't the second one. But yeah, the third one, man, couldn't. He always cracked me up because he'd always do that. It's just simple little things that you always remember about an A fall. Oh man. Do. I don't remember the set taking this long, but then again, I didn't make as many mistakes the last time either. Hey, look, you got to pick with yourself. I mean, I ain't gonna tear myself down, but it's just like I already messed up on this first part like 3, 4 times. I don't even know, but it weren't like bad ones. It's just where I missed like a single little plate, and then like your whole part of your, like for instance, in here like where I'm building, like this thing was off by a plate because there's a one of those minifig plates under it. One of these. They had one of these and I forgot to put it on there. So I had to like pull some pieces off and get it right. But yeah, hey, I caught it before it was too late, as I always say. Um and that's what matters most. I always tell people as long as you catch your mistake before you go really, really deep into it, I think that's what matters most. So what are you doing tonight, Remy? Hope you're staying out of trouble and doing mock building or something. Maybe I don't know. I have no clue what you could be doing because I know a lot of my friends have been doing getting mocks ready for conventions and stuff for next year or Christmas set building too. I know there's that big fad phase going on right now. I don't know if I'll be doing. I don't know if I'll be building my Christmas sets this year. I don't know. I may actually. Some that might actually be a good thing to do on a live. Early work day tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on here and sitting with me, man. Like I really do. It means a lot to me to come on here and chill with me. Because, like I said, I don't feel like I'm talking to myself, stupid. Yeah. After tomorrow, it's the future stream ahead of ATL BrickCon. What's ATL? Just wondering. Is that the Atlanta BrickCon in February? I don't know all the acronyms, so I'm still learning. Gotta remember, I'm a noob. Okay. I've actually been playing Fallout 4 and having a blast. I hadn't played Fallout 4 in forever. Okay. Okay. I haven't been to Atlanta, Georgia in a long time. Well, not everybody can be a Brick Chicago. I can only imagine how huge the Brick Chicago convention is going to be next year. Bruh. Oh, it did it again. I'm glad I'm watching. Made another oopsie. Now I see why Brickanista, why she said that if you ain't careful and you're doing your lives and trying to talk, you'll end up stumbling all over yourself. Yeah, I see why she said that now, because good heavens. No, I put a 1x2 basic. I put a 1x2 basic instead of this like inverted slope, the navy blue 2x2. Yeah, I would love to go because I would love to showcase Voltron and my Renegon Eye, and I got a bunch of mocks I would love for people to see. And whoever else is in the channel, thank you for coming and watching tonight. I hope that down the road, like I said, we'll become more schedulized so people can really get the feel of how everything is over time. And I always tell people it's a work in progress. Nothing's perfect on the first one. At least my sound worked, but we'll say that. Okay, I gotta find this 1x3 plate. And I'm gonna tell you too, if this set, are you going to stream on a specific day or just whatever? I'm not exactly sure. I'll probably sit and talk with my wife tonight about her times of work and stuff so I can try to schedule semi so I can figure out a good productive time window. Um I'm just gonna be honest with you. Most of my streams will probably be nighttime. I don't know when exactly. I don't want to overlap on some of my other AFOL friends if I can help it. But at the same token, though, I gotta do what you gotta do. Stinky chicken, as I always say. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, man, if they jip me out of my 1x8 black plate, I was gonna get. Oh, okay, it is Mary. Hey, babe, I appreciate you sitting on the channel and watching. Get to watch me work my way upwards from the ground up. I will say I'm very glad though that I got to have a couple people tonight on the live to chat and whatnot. It means a lot to me. Because like I said, I know Debo told me his first couple of lives, like I don't think anybody watched his first couple like directly on the live because of the fact of, just it's hard starting up. What? Oh no. Oh no. No, I was joking. No, they told me to get these little pieces. You're supposed to put these snot plates, the underhang, over whatever, those modified plates, and then you're supposed to put lattices on them and put them up under that 1x8 plate so that when you hook it together, here I'll show you. Give me a second. So when you hook it all together, take this plate off. Do 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 do. Watch out! There we go. Now you can see the lattice right here. I just missed those two little pieces. I keep making mistakes because I'm I don't know. I've always had this issue where I'll be building a set. I gotta say, Ninjago City Gardens. I think I made more mistakes in Barracuda Bay than I did Ninjago City Gardens. Ninjago City Gardens, their issues was with Lego, and both Ninjago City Gardens had pieces that were missing or wrong pieces. Those are my favorite things. Like, when you're supposed to get a 4x4 brown plate and somehow they give you two 2x4 plates and they're like, here, have it. And you're like, huh? That's how it feels. You're just like, huh? Uh, but yeah, oh man, that had me tripped out when they did that to me. You gotta admit, and it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all, because of the fact that people always say, I can't believe that Lego would have that many mess ups. And I'm like, yeah, well, you can, because I promise you, no reason why I would make it up. I don't care about VIP points that badly. Dude, let me tell you, look, my treehouse was FUBAR. Both Ninjago City Gardens were FUBAR. Oh my god, like if I went back on the Lego company, when they see my name, they probably take a deep breath. Cause like I don't know, like that's why I kind of want to become a reviewer so I can truly give them a real taste of like what I really think. And not being ugly, I mean just I want them to understand that like for some reason these really big expensive sets that you spend a fortune on, and like me, I drive almost 3 hours to go get the set, and then it takes another, so you take 6 hours almost just to go there and back for your set to not even be right. Like I said, I understand they're making millions of sets and they're trying to speed it out as fast as they can. And there's oopsie doopsies, but yes, I do report them, and I'm not reporting them to get them in trouble. I want them to know so that they can know the batch number, like on the set box, so that it'll help them maybe figure out where they're making these mistakes so badly. Um, Yeah, ironically, one night when I did a call on one of the calls, actually, it was the same person that I had done a call in on a prior set being messed up. They actually wait, hold on. Uh-oh. What? Hmm. If you're wondering why I'm going quiet, is because I'm at a point where I must have made another oopsie daisy. Yeah, I did. I forgot to get the sticker sheet thing. And yes, I'm actually going to try and use the clicky method. Ba-da-ba. And I'll have some music next time too. I know, right? Look, 3 sheets, Remy. 3 sheets. I don't know who the artist was, but like I don't know who the Lego designers were that decided, let's put 3 sheets. I mean, I know it would have made the set way more expensive if they had printed it all, but man, killing me, Smalls, killing me. Okay, so now we're working on the upper part. I'm gonna work on the roof section of this set. It's gonna have a really neat little rooftop because on this one they actually use butcher cleavers. They use cleavers as the actual tiling on this roof, so it'll be interesting for y'all to get to see this in person. That's what I was saying too, Remy, is that like when you get to watch these lives, you also get to see stuff that a lot of people never get to recognize, and you learn some neat building techniques as you're going along, because there's a lot of stuff that some of the other the mock or the people I watch do reviews, they did not talk about a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, and I was like, wow. And I'm not hating. I know there's only so much time in a review because they got tons of reviews to do, but I don't know, man. Like cleaver roof, like a black butcher cleaver roof. That's amazing. I don't know what. Trying to keep kitty hair out of my set. You can imagine that ain't working very well. But yeah, as I said, I know some people don't want to watch all these things sometimes because the fact that they feel like it'll spoil the set or whatever. But like you said, if you're not going to get the set, it's an amazing opportunity to learn building techniques and stuff. Ugh. And you gotta be Mad Hatter mad, when you got 3 Ninjago City Gardens. But at the same token, though, man, as I said, I didn't want to buy a Ninjago City. I didn't want to buy a Ninjago City docks and pay $8,000-$9,000 a pop. Why do that when you could spend 300 or 350, depending on which time you got it, and then you know, I mean, why would you do that when you could, I don't know. As I said, okay, putting these butcher cleavers on now. And I decided too that I needed to start building some sets too, because like I've been working on mocks for a while and then doing Fallout 4, crawling out through the Fallout. I got to like level 18 and I'm remembering like why I hate Fallout 4, because like I'm building my character on Fallout 4 into like a monster, as I call it, because my character, I'm maxing out endurance and stuff like really early. So maxed out my endurance and my intelligence, so like my HP and my experience gain is like cracked out. And I'll be honest with you, one of the things I want to build on this live, not this live, but another live, will probably be when I start building like the Fallout vault, because I'm gonna build a vault for my second level of my Lego table that's right now covered in Lego parts instead of the actual, purpose of what it was for, which was to put set or build mocks and sets and stuff on those tiers. I'm only using one tier right now, correctly. The rest of it's kind of just being, filled with parts and bins until I can get my collection reclaimed a little better. I'll be so glad. So next time when I do another live, I ain't using a black table. I'll use a different color or something, because black on black is a crime. Like for this, like it's just ridiculous. Crime on my eyes is what it feels like. Okay. Okay. Yay! Okay. So let me put the rest of these butcher blades on here, and then I'll be able to show you how it looks. So yeah, if you ever decide to, yeah, dude, this is a fold-up table. Like I don't even know why I decided to use this table. Like I should have thought about that deeper, but because I usually use this little brown table, this little brown top, little square that used to be a nightstand, and then I took the top off of it and just use it because it has a raised sides, so you can like build inside of it. Because I didn't feel like spending a fortune uh, on a sorting tray or whatever. I know there's some out there that'll spend a crazy amount of money on a sorting tray, and I'm like, yeah, y'all have fun with that. I'm sorry, but I'm humble when it comes to I'm humble pie when it comes to my sorting deal. I mean, that's why I built my own sorting tray. Oh no, I shouldn't have picked it up. Oh no. Okay. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it because my camera is like, but we'll see. Give me a second. I'm almost done. I'm trying to find all these butcher blades or cleavers. I say butcher blades or cleavers. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Or as Data would say, one is my name, the other is not. I will never forget that with the Dr. Pulaski, like when she called him Data, and it even made me cringe. And I'm like, ugh. All I could think of when she first said that, I'm like, man, this woman ain't gonna last long on this show. I'm like, calling the man Data. Like, how you gonna do that? I feel like they were doing Data dirty on that one. And then she didn't want to admit that he was like a living sentient being, and it's like, wow. That was the reason why I was glad they did the episode, The Measure of a Man. Like, Measure of a Man was a great episode. Okay. There you go. Oh, look at that. With that shine, you can actually see where they put the blades on these little bar clips, the 1x1 clips, and then you put it on multiple levels so that there's a level there of butcher cleavers and a second level of butcher cleavers, and they're kind of tilted at an angle on top of each other to kind of give it that almost like tile effect. Yeah. Shine always helps. But yeah, I can imagine what people are going to say when they watch these lives and they hear like all the randomness that's spoken about, like Star Trek and all that. But you know something? It's my channel. I can do whatever I want. No, I'm joking. I ain't gonna do anything I want. But there's always that statement you gotta say. Whoa, calm it down. But yeah. I think my channel will be good once I can get some good following going. Because, dude, you gotta admit, I think I would be a good set reviewer, like on an honest level. Now, I will say, with my set reviews, I probably, dude, don't feel bad. I have all the Star Treks. Like I have all of the Discovery. I have all of Picard. Like I have all of them. The only ones I don't own are DS9 and Voyager. Isn't that weird that the oldest ones I don't own? I have every original, all the original. I have Star Trek Next Generation. I have all the movies from the classics and the new. Then I also have, like I said, Picard. So yeah, the only things I'm missing are Voyager and DS9. And honestly, I thought DS9 was one of my favorite ones because you can't beat like Odo and Quark. Like they were just freaking hilarious. I'm sorry. I really love DS9 because it changed the opinion about the Ferengi, where like, you know, I haven't seen Lower Decks. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm probably gonna sit and watch it at some point. It had some like Rick and Morty vibe to it, so I don't know, like I was kind of hesitant, but I think I'm gonna sit down and watch it at some point because I feel like if you're gonna be a good Star Trek person, you should always be well rounded, not be one of them. Oh, like the classics are the only. No, I ain't gonna be that guy. Because you can only glue so many horns on dogs' heads with Spock before it becomes like really unnatural. Man, God, they're props. Like they were prop masters, weren't they, y'all? Whoever made the props for Star Trek, the original series, those people. Yep. Like that was the. Now I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you though. The final season Picard, Morty, mind blower, man, mind blower. Like I ain't gonna say nothing. I swear to you, I won't say a word. Oh, like it was just that good. Like they they closed off sections. They closed doors that needed to have been closed a long time ago, and I'm glad they closed them, so to speak. What I mean by that is like they delved into subjects that we all were kind of left hanging, going, okay, what happened to blah blah? Yeah, they fixed that problem a lot. But yeah, you definitely need to watch Picard. Like, my God, like, I didn't think I was gonna really like Picard at first, like, at the beginning, but then I got so deep into it, and I was like, "Why did I deny myself?" It took forever for them to ever put it on DVD. I know a lot of people watch it on Paramount or whatever. Oh, I'm a DVD man. My dad instilled that upon me as a kid, that don't go live stream mentality. He was like, do DVD, because if the internet goes out, you can still watch your shows. And that's what I love. I love being able to watch my shows anytime I want, any day of the week. And it's a very satisfying feeling when you can pull out a show and then watch it and not have to really worry about, oh no, I don't have the subscription, $15 a month or 20 or whatever the heck the numbers are. Because I'm telling you, man, them subscriptions getting killer. Like, people gonna start having to start selling kidneys. Bad news for me, I only got one, so I can't do that. I'm already SOL on that one. Uh, let me stop playing. But no, I really only have one kidney. That's what makes it. Exactly, man. Exactly. Um, I know Netflix got some really good stuff on there lately. They got the Super Mario movie. They got they got a couple of things. And they got some DC stuff up there now. Like, I'm glad that I know they got the the newer Batman movie up there. They put Suicide Squad up there. They got quite a bit of good stuff up there. I mean, I love Suicide Squad. I know a lot of people hated that movie. Like, they beefed on that movie bad. I thought it was amazing. I loved it. Um, the only thing I didn't like about Suicide Squad was how, like, Diablo got, like, I didn't like how, I don't know, man. Like, I just felt like the second one's much better. I just hated how, like, Diablo was, like, held back the whole time, and then he just went, "Roar!" And it was over. Like, I love though how he told that guy. He was like, "Yeah, if you think I'm gonna die, we both gonna die together. I'm taking you with me." Oh, like, I just loved it how that enemy was like, "Yeah, I got you," and he was like, "Nope, I got you." It's like that effect, like when it's like in Call of Duty when you shoot somebody and they do last stand, and you're like, "No." Same vibes. Same vibes. I'm telling you, man. Like, I was like, because when he blew up, I was like, bruh. No, I'll take that back, man. Like, you want to talk about who got turned really dirty? Killer Croc. Killer Croc didn't do squat that whole movie, barely. He threw a bomb and swam underwater. Congrats. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that just had me cackling. I was like, yo, how are you gonna put a guy in a movie and the only thing he's gonna do is swim and throw a bomb? But as I said, I know the movie, they only had so much time because they put a lot of time into other stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I thought the movie was great. I know there are always those people out there that are like, "What are you on to think that?" No, it's a good movie. I'm one of those people that I enjoy movies that nobody likes a lot of times. Like, I'm one of those people when the movie box office crashes, I'm that guy that goes and watches it. Like, I'm the Waterworld guy. I mean, you got to be a pretty hardcore person if you say Waterworld was a great movie, because it was a good movie to me. I'll still to this day tell people it was an amazing movie. Speaking of oopsies, I just made another oopsie. They put two 1x3 plates and a 1x1 plate in the middle, and I thought it was a 1x6 plate, and I was like, oops. My problem is I don't look up. Like, when I'm building it, I'll see the directions, but I don't look in that little corner where it tells you the pieces you're going to need. I keep saying, no, I don't need to look at that. Yeah, you do. I'm like, yeah, you do. But dude, I really hope that I'll actually be able to I really hope I'll be able to make it to become an LAN a registered land person, because I really think that my opinion and my objectivity in the Lego community would really benefit everybody. Because I want to, yeah, I just I think it's because of the 90s, man. Like those 90s sets where they're like, all right, here's a picture. We're not even going to tell you what pieces you use. Look at it and you figure out what we used. And you're like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where the sets didn't really have a lot of parts. Like it was only 350 some pieces for the entire set. And you're like, well, we're going to make this guy figure it out. Man, I'm telling you, they made you have to think. Like they took that out of Lego completely. Like when they do it baby steps, it's like, like I'm not hating on the people that do the steps and everything. I just think sometimes they I feel like they try and feed us Gerber baby food effect. Oh, okay. But yeah, but yeah, I hope I'll make it to the LAN because I would love to be able. Some of the sets that I want to work on a lot are going to be Lego Friends because I feel like Lego Friends gets crapped on. I can't stand it. It upsets me so much. There are not enough people really pushing for Lego Friends. I know that they get spit out like a thousand a minute, so to speak, but they got to keep up with the market and the demand for Lego. I mean, it's really hard. I'm telling you. And then they're going so big now with their like condominiums and their buildings and stuff. Like they got some sets that are like 180, $200 and they're freaking amazing. Like oh, they starting to do it where like even the Lego Friends gonna make a man go broke, or man or woman or whatever go broke. It's just like And I apologize now if I use the wrong pronouns here and there. Alien remakes, especially next year with the Aliens remakes. Yeah, I really look forward to seeing what Lego Friends has to offer. I think I would be an excellent person to give a very diversified opinion about it because I have a very unique perspective on Lego with sets because one, I'm a Lego clearance person, so I'm going to go after the parts to dollars person, and also I go after stuff that has amazing building techniques and things like that, the things that catch my eye. And there's just I don't know, I'll just be really excited if I can make it though, because like I said, I would cry. Honestly, I think I would really break down in tears if I made the LAN status. And I don't even know how many people. I've been looking online and reading about all the requirements and everything for you to do. To do your work to get recognized in the LAN. So I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do what's necessary to take it. If I got to get a better camera, if I gotta, I don't know, like if I gotta start doing OnlyFans page to make my money, I don't care. We're gonna do some toe photos. I don't know. Hope people are interested in some Hobbit feet. Look, you gotta crack yourself up sometimes. But yeah, man, I want to become an LAN. Not only as an artist, I not only just become an artist, because like my thing is like if I become an LAN person ambassador, then I can start pushing because like as I'm doing all this, it's gonna work all together. The guys who run the LAN last few has been at the past few cons I've attended for what it's worth. Oh, okay. Um, I just I just think I would. I just really believe deep down in my heart that I have a lot to contribute to the community, and I think people would be willing to listen and watch. If people got to know that I existed. That's just, I know that's part of that hurdle, which is getting people to recognize that, hey, you exist. Okay, something fell off. Something black fell off, and I don't know what it was. Oh, it's a little robot arm. Oh, ho, ho. Bruh, like, man, killing me, Smalls, killing me. Did it fall on the floor? It's not in my lap. It's not in my crotch. Where did you go? Bruh. Don't tell me I've lost a piece. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I've done it. Hold on. I'm gonna stand up a second. Yeah, I apologize for my Pokemon PJ pants. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, guess what? I've lost a piece. Well, guess what? The good news is, since y'all's man is a crazy guy, I thankfully already have that piece. Isn't it amazing when you have trays full of every freaking part known to man? That's the reason why I sort and reclaim every day. So when you lose a piece, you go, oh well, and you just keep going. There we go. Back on it. I'll find the other one later, probably. When I finish this whole table bit of stuff, I'll be like, oh, there he went. But yeah, as I said though, man, like I just think that would be like an amazing opportunity to be able to. No. Like I had it hooked on. Like that's why it made that little pop sound. I was like, I was about to say, oh no, or do that. I screwed up, except not in a nice way of saying it. Oh man, that's okay. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'll find it later. Lego has a nasty habit of always reappearing later on after I've passed that step and don't need it anymore. I'm gonna tell you, man. After doing this set, or this little bit that I've already done all right now, I may end up starting Nolan out the parts. Like when I do these lives, I may like take time and pre-break the bags and have them nulled out, so when I'm ready to go, I can just roll through it. So then it'll save a bunch of time instead of y'all watching me fiddle faddle through all these parts. Huh? Remy. Remy, I'm missing a piece. You're not going to believe what they did to me. You're going to laugh. Where did I make my mistake at? Hold on. Okay, there's one. There's two. Give me a second. One, two. Dude, they gave me a 1x2 plate instead of no. They gave me a 1x2 plate instead of a modified. Instead of one of these, the little 1x2 modified plates. So it's not in the bag. Like, hold on, I'm gonna look in my bags that are on the floor. Make sure I'm not tripping out. Nope, no Remy, no white, no piece. I guess I'll have to. Dude, that means I get to call him again for a third time. For a third Ninjago City Gardens, I'm going to have to call. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Thank God I'm a Lego master to some degree. Yeah, this is the piece I needed. See, I'm glad that you get to watch this because then you can actually say, no, Alex is legit. he gets the worst luck. You can legitimately tell people, like, yeah, that dude's got crazy luck when it comes to. And that's the other thing too. I want to see, like, if I start getting sets through the land, is it going to change in some shape or form? Of will I get more defective sets, less defective sets? Like, what's going on? And it happens so much. Starting to wonder sometimes if I just have, there's those people that like don't win the lottery luck, but it's not bad luck, but it's not good luck. It's kind of like a step in between. I'm that guy. Like, ugh. Bro, that's gonna kill me. Like, for real. I cannot believe they did me dirty like that. Okay, so now we're gonna connect these two together, apparently. Put it on the hinge plate, I guess. Oh, okay. So what they're gonna do to you is they put it on this little hinge plate right here to swing it, and then this little robot arm is going to connect right here where you see that little blue 1x1 basic clip on the side. It's going to connect onto that. It's going to connect to that to hold it in place. Try not to snap or every time I try to push, I got these giant sauce piano fingers, and I always end up pushing down too hard and break half the set when I'm trying to do it. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So, like that. So, and this is a little ice cream shop if you're wondering what I'm building, because I know I didn't really go into the great depth of what it was at first. I know a lot of people also, I'm almost going to tell you about, I know a lot of people kind of disagree with me about the whole, they're mad because the sets now, like in the newer Ninjago City markets, there's 52 bags or some crazy amount. And it's because there's no longer 3 number ones, 2 number twos. They've gotten rid of that. So now when you build your set, you're still having to build the same amount of bags each time. Like it'll say, use bags 1, 2, and 3. Here do 4 and 5. I like that personally because I like having I don't like that feeling when I think that I might have missed a bag or something, because when it says do bag 11, it doesn't even tell you how many bags of 11. You just have to hope that you got all the bags. I don't like playing that game. So I just I'm glad that Lego actually changed it. I know, man. People get mad if it rains, and we need the rain. Like people are going to complain either way. I just learned that people are never going to be happy, one way or another. That's why I try not to worry about that kind of stuff anymore. I used to stay so stressed out, man, because I used to try and make everybody happy, and then I finally realized you got to make yourself happy first. if you're not happy, nobody else. How do you expect anybody else to be happy with you if you're not happy with yourself? Dude, huh? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! I gotta go step. Uh, or as the beaver roar would go. Uh, um, I gotta go back a good little bit. Oh my god, where did I? No! All right, man. I hope you have a good night, and thank you for sitting and watching with me, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you sit and chilled with me. It made this live go a lot better. No, I figured out that where the hinge plate was supposed to go, it's supposed to go on that little 1x2 plate that I put, and that's supposed to be where the hinge plate is. It's okay. Oh my god, I don't want to tear it down. Okay. No! And as I tell people, if you make mistakes, you make mistakes. It's okay. The important part is learning from the experience. It's what my father always taught me growing up was that you should never be ashamed that you make mistakes because nobody's perfect. Because the only way you get to the point where you're at is by learning from your mistakes. Something I've always tried to instill upon myself. I know it's easier said than done, and I know I'm probably trying to read the steps to ensure that I'm not going bananas. I do love the colors that they used in the set, though. They were fantastic. Do 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 do. So, if y'all are wondering who was on Remy Baker, his Instagram name is Brick Literacy. I think it's brick underscore literacy, if I remember correctly. I can't off the top of my head, but yeah, he's a fantastic artist. Um, one of the things I really admire about him is his ability to be always open, honest, and he is very, very sweet and to the point. And he's very passionate about what he believes in. Like there are a lot of AFOLs that just go with the flow so they don't offend everybody, quote unquote. But I admire him a lot because the fact that he's willing to stick to his guns and know when something is wrong, that he won't back down to it, and I respect him a lot for that, because there's a lot of people that let stuff get pushed under a rug too much. And okay. Yeah, if y'all get a chance, go on Instagram and go find him up there, man. He's an amazing artist, and I know he'd appreciate the support. Like I said, I try to support all my friends. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of them. I hope maybe next live that we I'll be a little bit more, have a little bit more company, maybe, so we can actually talk about some random stuff. And maybe down the road, I can actually invite some people over to do some lives with me. That'd be cool. Um, hmm. Oh, do do do. We're getting to the close end of this bag set. And I'm glad Remy was able to witness the inconsistencies of where bags and stuff aren't giving you the parts that you're supposed to get. Because, dude, I'm telling y'all, it really stinks really bad when you spend as much money as you do on a Lego set and it doesn't even come with all the parts. That's like, and all they can say to you is, "Well, I'm very sorry about it." It's like, well, stop being sorry and make it better. I know it's not. I know it's not. I know people argue with me about that one, but it just gets disheartening after a while, y'all. After you've been doing sets for as long as I have, and they're still making the horrific mistakes that they are. I mean, it'd be different because I've reported each and every one of my Ninjago City Gardens, but I know there's nothing they can do because they've already been put out into the wild already. But it's like, dang, y'all. And it's sad because, like, two of them came from one place. Two of them came from Raleigh, North Carolina, and then one of them came from Charlotte. No, wait, I have to think about that. No, one was Charlotte, two was Raleigh. I'm sorry. Brain fart. I knew that I smelled something stinky. Um, but yeah, as I said though, I really hope I'll be able to one day gain the status of an LAN ambassador, because I think I have so much I could contribute to, not to including my opinion, that would help guide other people into acquiring Lego sets that are amazing. That a lot of people go, I don't know if I really want that set. And then I'm like, bro, watch my show, and then you'll actually see why you need to get this set. Like, I'm not saying that my show is going to be the end all and be all of all shows. No, but I do believe that my vocal opinion on certain matters will help, um, steer people towards it, or maybe possibly away. I don't know. Sometimes people don't really enjoy certain little quirks and sets. I know, like, if I hadn't watched Brick and East to do Barracuda Bay that she won when she went to Brick's Cascade 1 year, I would never have gotten it because I wouldn't have known all the amazing features and stuff they had in it. I mean, I didn't watch like every one of her lives, but I watched enough of them where I was just like, sorry, y'all, gotta take a deep breath. but but no, I just yeah, I've been watching her lives and a couple other people's lives for a long time. It's crazy to think it's been almost several years for certain people that I've been watching stream. And I remember when she had like no followers, and she's built up. I'm really proud of everything that she's accomplished. And she had a lot of had some family emergencies and stuff pop up from time to time, and thankfully the community was very understanding because we all understand in real life that family comes first. You only get one set of family, and that's it. And I don't have a lot of family myself left anymore, so I cherish my Lego family a lot here in the community. The community is not just a community for me. A lot of them have become like family to me, and it just means the world to me. Trying to build the railing on this, if you're wondering. I'm sorry. I'm hiding it. I can't help. So one of the things I will say I like about this set, or about this part, I love their little custom built AC unit right there, the white one. It's really cool. I love how they build stuff like that. The little neat little details that you don't really pay attention to if you're not careful. Okay. Oh. But yeah, this isn't like one of my favorite sets. This is like, I tell people this would be like my holy grail set if it weren't, for me having older sets. Now, my favorite series that ever came out, a theme that just didn't go very well, was Explorians. Explorians is my OG set. I know everybody has their own little thing that they really, really go after. Some people are castle, some people are classic space, whatever tickles your pickle or whatever floats your boat, floats your canoe. I really enjoyed Explorians. It was a very underrated series. It came out very fast and disappeared fast. And I was very fortunate that I had some really, really loving parents that were really willing back then to put the dollars in to let me acquire those amazing, fantastic sets. Because, a lot of people forget that, when you're growing up, they don't have to always do all that stuff. So I was very honored and very fortunate for them to look out for me when it came to stuff like that. Oh, made another boo-boo. Down a step. Okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm building railings for the steps and everything that I just added to it. But yeah, man, like I tell y'all, I just want everybody to grow in the community. I don't want to see nobody fall through the cracks. There's too much of that mess out there where people want to see other people's fail Like, why would you want to see somebody fail? Like, that's one thing that never made sense to me growing up. Like, I was always that kid that, you know, people always picked on, and I was an outcast growing up. I wasn't very well liked in school. I was very, I was special. I had speech impediments where I didn't speak very clearly, and get I had to learn how to speak properly because the fact that I had hydrocephalus when I was a baby, and thankfully my family was fortunate enough to find a doctor that actually knew what they were talking about, and they were able to get me to go to a doctor at Duke University where they were able to put a shunt in the right side of my skull, and I've never had issues with it. Only issues I really have are temperature. When temperature fluctuates, when it goes from hot, cold, it gives me really, it can create some really bad pain. Um, there's a lot of people, if you fall down hard and you hit it the right way, you have to go to the hospital and you'll die if you're not careful because what hydrocephalus is where your brain pretty much can't remove the fluids inside of your skull, so they build and swell and swell and swell until it kills you, and it's very excruciating pain. Um, but because I think I was like 6 months old when I had my surgery dealt with, and because of that, it messed up my hearing and everything when I was a kid. So like, or it just messed with me. So I didn't even start really speaking real words until like 4 or so. It took forever for me to learn to talk. And then of course, once they got me to talk, I couldn't shut the hell up. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. What is this for? Man, another boo boo. Nope. You know what? I ain't taking it off. I ain't dealing with it. So let's get a cup. I can't believe I'm doing this, y'all. Let's get a cup. We're gonna pour all this into it. I messed up, and I had one of these pieces you're supposed to put up under the step, but the step's supported enough. I ain't worried about it. I think every set always does that some way or another. So this is the completed product. Hold on. So this is the little ice cream shop. It's got the front door, got a little penguin chilling. I love the details with the ivy thorn pieces, the gold ones. Um, the other thing I really like about this